We have a new announcement out of the Social Security Administration on the $1,400 stimulus check for all of us receiving Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, and RRB benefits. Plus, our special guest is going to be joining us once again in just a minute to read that statement to us right out of Social Security. Let's get into it. But hey everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as we are very much committed to being here for you every single day as your daily advocate and doing everything we possibly can to answer your questions and to get you this money as quickly as possible. Thank you so much for your support. We really do appreciate it. So, up until about 24 hours ago, there was virtually no transparency on all of this. We've been scratching our heads for about a week now, wondering where's the $1,400 for all of these beneficiaries that receive Social Security, SSDI, SSI, VA, but yet we were coming up dry. There were no answers to our questions. However, a lot has changed in just the last 24 hours as we are finally getting all the answers we have been searching for. So, let's get into this. We'll have this special guest come in and read this statement to us, and then I will catch you on the other side. However, really quickly, there are a few abbreviations here in this statement. I want to point them out so you know what they mean. Abbreviation number 1, ARP Act. That simply stands for American Rescue Plan Act. This is the stimulus package that was just signed into law by President Biden 2 weeks ago. So ARP Act, that's the stimulus bill. Also, EIP, that stands for Economic Impact Payment, simply called the stimulus check. That's what we call it, stimulus check. They call it EIP. Anyway, let's get into it, and I will catch you on the other side. Hit it, Corey.
Hi, this is Corey. I'm going to read you a statement from Andrew Saul, the Commissioner of Social Security, about economic impact payments or stimulus checks. This is what he wrote. I want to provide an important update about the Social Security Administration's SSA's processing of economic impact payments, EIPs, under the American Rescue Plan Act. At each turn over the last 12 months, immediate delivery of EIPs has been and remains a top priority of this agency. SSA's public service mission is squarely focused on many of those who are most economically vulnerable in our society, and we owe it to our beneficiaries to ensure they receive their EIPs right away. In fact, it was the substantial efforts of SSA that successfully overcame the fact that the IRS did not have a mechanism to automatically identify SSI recipients, some of the most financially insecure people in America. It was SSA that pushed the prior administration and Congress to allow us to send to IRS a file of those individuals who did not receive forms SSA 1099 so the IRS could automatically issue EIPs to them, stimulus checks. Since the time that discussion began regarding issuance of EIPs in the ARP Act, weeks before passage, we have worked tirelessly with our counterparts at IRS to provide to them the information they need to issue payments to our beneficiaries. Despite the fact that Congress did not directly provide SSA funding to support our work on EIPs, we have provided countless hours of assistance to IRS consistent with the laws that establish how we may use the trust funds that every American counts on us to protect. SSA discussed with Treasury and IRS, both before passage and after enactment of the ARP Act, that the Social Security Act does not allow the agency to use our administrative appropriation to conduct work on any non-mission provision or program. Accordingly, we were not authorized to substantively engage Treasury or IRS prior to the ARP's passage. Instead, upon passage, we were required to pursue a reimbursable agreement with IRS because we received no direct appropriation through the ARP Act. From the outset of discussions, we kept congressional staff apprised of the hurdles this approach would create for SSA, and we have continued to update them on our progress with IRS as we completed the required interagency agreements. Once we were free to move forward, we aggressively worked with Treasury and IRS to issue payments. As a result of our efforts, we successfully signed the reimbursable agreement and a memorandum of understanding less than 1 week after passage on March 17th. That process often takes weeks or months to complete, but we got the job done in a matter of days. A few days later, on Monday, March 22nd, SSA sent initial test files to IRS. IRS confirmed testing success on Wednesday, March 24th, and production files were delivered to the IRS before 9 a.m. on Thursday, March 25th, more than a week sooner than we were able to provide a similar file to IRS during the first round of stimulus checks. While we were working through the agreements with IRS that would fund our efforts to support issuance of EIPs, we were also protecting the integrity of the EIP program by updating the files that IRS will use to issue payments to our beneficiaries. Those updates sorry guys. Those updates to our files ensure that payments go to the correct bank accounts and addresses, and that those who are deceased are removed from the files. In short, Social Security employees have literally worked day and night with IRS staff to ensure that the electronic files of Social Security and SSI recipients are complete, accurate, and ready to use to issue payments. There's no one more committed to serving the public than the employees of this agency, and there should be no doubt whatsoever that they are striving each day to serve the vulnerable populations to whom they are committed their careers. I find an insinuation to the contrary to be unacceptable. I assure you that we will continue to do all we can to support implementation of the ARP Act. So, that is the statement. Thank you, guys.
Wow. Seriously, once again, wow. That is an interesting statement. So here, all along, somebody actually knew what was going on. As we anticipated, somebody did. Just like I've been doing last week and earlier this week, I was making a bunch of phone calls because, as I was saying in my videos, somebody knows something, and I want to get to somebody that'll finally tell us something. Well, I unfortunately never uncovered it, but here we are finally knowing that, wow, for about a week or more now, they've actually been working behind the scenes, but yet they have decided that they wouldn't keep us updated. Certainly very interesting. But there's a couple takeaways from this statement that I want to talk about really quickly because I think they are actually important takeaways. So, as we noted in this announcement, on March 22nd, the Social Security Administration sent over to the IRS test files. Well, it took them a couple days over at the IRS to confirm the completion of these test files on Wednesday, March 24th. Wow, I feel like we're doing like detective work right now. This is kind of fun at the same time, right? So March 24th, the IRS had confirmed that these files, okay, were good to go. The final files were sent over from the Social Security Administration on Thursday, March 25th, and now the final files are in the possession of the IRS for all of these beneficiaries, for all these payments to start processing. So, now that the IRS has all of these final files for everybody that receives Social Security, retirement, disability, survivors, SSI, all of these beneficiaries, they have all the information. They continue to quote 30 million individuals. Well, that's what they're saying, but realistically, it's probably more than that. Either way, tens of millions of beneficiaries who will finally start to get their payments. Now, we still do not have that official payment date from the IRS. However, we would anticipate that's probably going to come out very soon here as the IRS now has the information and they should be able to start processing these payments relatively quickly. This is great. However, at the same time, it's a little bit irritating that it has taken this long for all of this information to get over to the IRS and for them to start processing these payments. Either way, hopefully they will start processing these things very, very quickly as all of you need this money very, very soon, right? I mean, honestly, you needed it a long time ago, but either way, at least they have these final files that they can start working on. So this answers so many questions to us that we literally had no clue about up until like 24 hours ago. Interesting, right? Either way, that's why you got to be subscribed as we continue to keep you updated on a daily basis with all of these new announcements. Things are changing very quickly. The situation is fluid, and it is we're getting all these new announcements literally throughout the day, every single day, which is why I bring you all these updates each and every day throughout the day. So anyway, Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. I hope this video helps you out. Make sure to share this video with your friends, family, social media. Otherwise, hit that subscribe button down below, and we will continue to be here for you on a daily basis. And we are very much committed to helping you get this money, answer your questions, and to be here for you as your daily advocate. Thank you so much, everybody. You're amazing. We love this community. And as I always say, the more people we can have here in this community as subscribers, and the more impact we're going to have going forward as we call out to all of these officials, giving us transparency, giving us announcements, giving us more information. It's awesome. So anyway, thank you so much to all of you. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next video.